I have so many thoughts and so much to talk about, you guys. I want to talk with you. I wanted to do it so bad. Intense. Should I? Who cares? I want to do something different. You don't even know. Hi there. It's been a minute, 10 days or so since I recorded a video. I'm tired, you guys. Do I say that a lot? I have been burning the candle at both ends. This is just a little video to kind of capture these fleeting thoughts that I'm having, because once you go through kind of a crucible of an experience, something transformative, something difficult, something amazing, the experience begins to fade. It begins, the feelings begin to dissipate as it sinks deeper into your memory, as you get further away from the time and the space that these things happened. I just got back last night at like 9 o'clock. It's currently about 12 noon. I got home 15 hours ago, set up my lights. I want to talk about a couple things. Welcome to Adventure in Art. My name is Ben Staley, your resident talking head. I got back from Africa. It's been 3 weeks now since I've been back from Africa. I was home about 10 days and I flew to New York City. Why? To go to the Build Expo, because I was invited there to speak at the Lumix booth and to do a little photo walk. We'll get to that in a minute. Decided to go a couple days early with Danny. We just wanted to tool around the city, do some photography, see some sights, eat some food. And we went to a play. Check this out. We went and saw Glengarry Glen Ross on Broadway. I'd never been to a Broadway play before. This is an iconic play by, oh wow, I had some pictures in there that just fell out. Oh, I'll get to those in a minute too. An iconic play that was written by David Mamet. A lot of people have done this play. I think he won a Pulitzer for it. Like, I think Al Pacino has done it and all these people. But we went and saw this on Broadway. Had a cast of Bob Odenkirk, Bill Burr, and Kieran Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's little brother? I don't know. You guys, it was like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. It was like a peak experience for me. It was transformative. We were in like the fourth row. We were 15 feet from these people as they said these words, as they performed this iconic play. And I just sat there with my mouth open for like an hour and a half. And it was just like, it was unreal. I can't even tell you. Then the next day, got up early, hiked down to the Javits Center. Basically for 2 days, we just hiked around the city. I shot a whole bunch of pictures with my M6. Didn't shoot any digital pictures. I'm really just, since I got back from Africa, I'm just really feeling the M6 and I'm liking it. And I'm just gonna be diving more into just doing that for my personal walk around pictures. And we'll see how long it lasts. I have a whole bunch of film that I've got to go through, a whole bunch of film that I've got to drop off at Richard's Photo Lab. It's down the street. It's where they process my film. I scan it myself. There's definitely going to be, if any of the pictures are any good. I mean, I shot 4 or 5 rolls, I think, in New York City. There'll probably be a video on that. We went to the play, went to the Build Expo, which was big and crazy, and I didn't shoot any content there. Danny was there. She shot a little bit of BTS video. I did a couple talks, and the cool thing that I did was a photo walk. They asked me to do a photo walk, so yeah, I don't know who's going to show up to go on a photo walk with me. And I come out of the little backstage room, and there's like 50 or 60 people just all gathered around. And someone comes up, one of the Build people, they're like, the photo walk's limited to 25 people, Ben. I'm like, I'm not responsible for all these people showing up. They're all coming with us. Come on, let's go. It was pretty cool. And I just met a whole bunch of cool people. We talked about photography. The theme of the photo walk was photography is meditation, which maybe I'll do a video about that. I mean, it's kind of stuff I talk about on the channel anyway, so if you come here a lot, you could probably know my rap. If you're watching this and you were at the photo walk, can you leave me a comment? I want to know who was there and who's actually watching this stuff. It was super cool anyways, just hiking around Manhattan for an hour or so and talking shop with people, talking photography, talking storytelling, connecting. Really great. One of the ladies that was there took these little Instax pictures and gave them to me, which is pretty cool. Check this out. Here I am. Check this out. What's photography for, right? Photography is for connecting. Build was over. I flew out to Colorado. Why did I go to Colorado? You guys, I don't know. I'm still reeling from this. I'm reeling. You don't even know. Why did I go to Colorado? You know, if you watch the channel, what I do for a living is mostly Nat Geo, Discovery Channel, Netflix, kind of doc series, kind of adventure stuff in rough and tumble places. That's why I was in Botswana for 2 months. Before that, I was in Belize. No, before that, I was in Australia. I go to all these places, make these silly little doc series. I like it. I like my work. I'm good at it. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've won Emmys at it. I want to do something different. I want to make a tour doc or shoot kind of backstage portraits of artists. I want to work with musicians. I'm such a massive music fan. And so I hatched this plan. If I could take kind of what I do in these wild places and go to a music festival and maybe connect with a bunch of musicians, a bunch of insiders, do some portraits, capture some performances, that kind of thing. Maybe I can begin to make connections, begin to kind of break into that area of storytelling, because all those people need stories told. This is what I do, people. I hatched a little plan to do a project with a and with Lumix. Should I? Who cares? I thought they would support me because I was going to promote some of their technology. I thought they'd support me in going to this music festival. Turns out they didn't have the bandwidth. Actually, turns out some of them didn't even have the bandwidth to respond to my request, which bummed me out. What did I do? I decided to go anyways. I decided to back myself. I decided to bet on myself, my ability to connect, my ability to break in there, and my ability to tell some stories. So I spent my own money and I went. But let's back up. When I'd hatched this plan, I reached out to a handful of music festivals around the country. Pretty big ones, not huge ones, but big enough. The one that responded immediately was the Telluride Bluegrass Festival. Am I a big bluegrass fan? I love it, but do I listen to it? No, not really. I mean, it was kind of played at my house when I was a kid. The Telluride Bluegrass Fest has been around for 50 years. So more than 50 years. There's like a fanatic group of people that go every year, and it's a whole thing. They camp out. I didn't know anything about this. I'd never been, but they invited me. They gave me credentials. They gave me all access, and they said, Ben, do your thing. What an amazing opportunity. I couldn't pass it up. Big deal if I didn't have sponsors. Big deal if didn't want to support me. I'm going to go on my own. You guys, I spent 5 nights sleeping in a tent and then working behind the scenes at this festival for like 5 days. And it was intense. It was super hot in the day, super cold at night. I'm talking 30s. I'm talking like bone cold. And I'm crammed in my little 2-person tent with all my gear stacked around me. Then I get up really early, hike into the festival, and just spend most of the day backstage or on stage, interfacing with these artists, taking portraits, connecting, meeting people. 4 days of that. Just got back last night. I barely looked at the work that I did. I don't even know. I think there's some good stuff in there. There were some absolute legends at this music festival. I don't know if I'm going to make a video about it or not, or I think I probably will, because I want to show you some of the portraits I took, and maybe we'll go behind the scenes a little bit and talk about some of the portraits and how I did it. Sometimes I had access to these artists for 1 or 2 minutes. Sometimes I had 10 minutes. I really never had more than that, because they're busy. They're in between performing in multiple places and traveling and going here and there, and they got to keep their head in the game, and it's just kind of an on-the-fly thing. I had situations where I had to photograph some absolute legends, and it was like 9 o'clock at night, and the only space to do it was in this long, dark hallway, and I didn't bring any lights, and I had to figure out creatively what to do. And these people are like the most famous people at the whole festival. Legends. I have so many thoughts and so much to talk about, you guys. This is hard to say. I'm just, right now, I'm just overflowing with gratitude. That's not hard to say, but I'm proud that I stuck my neck out. I reached out to a festival and just asked, and they invited me. And I didn't get the support that I thought I would get from people that I support. So I went on my own, and I'm proud of myself for that. And I think some things are going to develop from it. I'm sure of it, actually. I made a lot of friends, you guys. I met a lot of cool people. I guess the point of what I wanted to make out of this video is back yourself. Stick your neck out. Take a risk. Say yes. Don't wait for permission. Push. I've always done this. I need to do it more. Trust yourself. I was called to go do this. Like I had a hunger to do it. I wanted to do it so bad. And you know what? It was 10 times more amazing than I expected. It was 50 times more amazing than I expected. Trust yourself, you guys. Bet on yourself. Put all your chips in. Go for it. Stick your neck out. You might fail. It doesn't matter. Then you stick your neck out again. You keep trying. You learn. You grow. But how can you expect someone else to trust you, to count on you, to hire you? How can you expect someone else to do those things if you won't do it for yourself? So do it for yourself first, and do it if you know it's going to cost you money, if you know it's going to put a strain on things for a little bit, do it anyways. Do it for the experience. What is all this for? What are these damn things for? They are a portal into experiences. I have so much on my mind. I know I'm brain dumping on you guys. Okay, we're going to wrap up the video because I have to record another sponsored video that I have to have done tomorrow. Yeah, this YouTube thing is starting to become a job, which it's cool. I like that. But I can no longer just kind of casually do stuff whenever I want. I do have people paying me now and counting on me to get stuff done on a deadline. And I'm tired right now. Thanks for watching, you guys. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I want to talk with you. There's going to be some portrait stuff coming soon. Oh yeah, and I did shoot like 2 or 3 rolls of film at the festival too. So there might even just be a film video from the festival. I shot very little. There's very little BTS in me there. There's some performance videos I shot with GH7 here. That's about it. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Stick your neck out. Bet on yourself. See you later.